Resul-i Ekrem ve Nebi Muhterem sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem Efendimiz Hazretlerinin aziz, pak, münevver, mutahharu şeriflerine salavat-ı şerife getirenlerin ahir ve akıbetleri hayrola. Âl-i ezvacı, tahiret evladı Resul-i Sabizül Efendilerimizin sayr enbiyazem ve Resul-i Kiram hazıratın ervah şeriflerine Pirimiz Bilal Habeş radıyallahu anh Efendimizin mihmandar-ı Resul-i Kibriya Eyüp Sultan Halid bin Zeyd Ebayyub el-Ensar radıyallahu anh Şah Mürşidan Şahace Muhammed Bahaddin Naksibendi el-Buhari Mevlana Celaleddin el-Rumi Mevlana Ziyadun Halid el-Bağdadi
SahibulZaman Kıblet-i İslam Şeyh Mevlana Muhammed Naksibendi el-Hakkani SahibulSaif
Şeyh Abdulkerim el-Kibrisi el-Rabbani Kaddesallahu esraruhum hazıratını ve ervahı için Hademül Harameyn-ü Şerifeyn Yavuz Sultan Selim Han Ebul Fetvel Meazi Fatih Sultan Mehmet Han ve Serdar-ı Hakan Sultan Abdülhamid Han cennet mekan, Firdevs-i aşiyan hazıratını ervahını ve avn-ı inayetine, alelhusus bu caminin bainisi ve bugüne kadar içerisinden gelmiş geçmiş, imam, müezzin, kayyum ve cemaatinin ve kahve ehli imanın ervahı için, Allah rızası için El Fatiha. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnnallâhe ve melâiketehu yusallûne alen-nebi. Ya eyyühellezîne amenû sallu aleyhi ve sellimû teslîmâ. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammed ve ala ali seyyidina Muhammed. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah, eşhedü en la ilahe illallah, eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayya ale's-salâh, hayya ale's-salâh, hayya alel-felâh, hayya alel-felâh. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber, la ilahe illallah.
La ilahe illallah. Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. Nahmadullah Teala ve nastağfiru ve eşhedü en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike lah. Eşhedü enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve habibuhu ve resuluhu. Sallallahu aleyhi ve ala alihi ve ezvacihi ve ashabi tabi hulefel raşidin mahadin min ba'di. Zeymet ala tahkik, azamihu alameti hulefel rasul ala tahkik. Umayr al-mu'minin, Hazreti Ebu Bakr ve Osman ve Ali ve ala bekir sahabi tabi'in, rıdvanullah ta'ala aleyhim ecma'in. Ya eyyuhal mu'minul hazirun. Tekullah ta'ala. Ve itu innallah ma'allezine tekavellezine hum muhsinun. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala eşrafil enbiya ve mursalin. Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. All praises are due to Allah, the Lord of the universes. All praises are due to Allah, who says in the Holy Quran, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, call upon Allah. Call upon Allah with sincere devotion to Him, even though the unbelievers hate it. The exalter of ranks, the Lord of the throne. He causes the spirit of His command upon whom He will of His servants, that He may warn of the day of meeting, the day when they come forth, nothing of them being hidden from Allah. To whom belongs the kingdom on this day? It is Allah's, the one, the Qahar. This day each soul will be paid for what it earned. No injustice, no zulm today. Indeed, Allah is swift at taking account. Warn them, Ya Muhammad ﷺ, of the day of the approaching doom, when the hearts will be choking the throats, when there will be no friend for the tyrants, nor any intercessor who will listen to them. Allah knows of the tricks that deceive with the eyes and all that the hearts of men conceal. And Allah judges with truth. While those they cry out to instead of Him judge not at all. Truly Allah is the hearer, the seer. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. May all peace and blessings be upon the Sultan of the Prophets, Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. Ya Allah, please send your peace upon Muhammad and upon the family of Muhammad, as you send peace upon Ibrahim and the family of Ibrahim, and send blessings upon Muhammad and upon the family of Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam, as you send blessings upon Ibrahim and the family of Ibrahim, and have mercy upon Muhammad and upon the family of Muhammad, as you had mercy upon Ibrahim and the family of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. The Holy Prophet said, the one who recites this salawat, I will be a witness for him and I will intercede for him on the day of judgment. May peace and blessings be upon his noble family and his blessed companions, especially upon the four Khulafa Rashidin, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazrat Umar Faruq, Hazrat Osman al-Ghani, and Hazrat Ali al-Murtaza, and all those who follow them until the last day. May peace and blessings be upon the Mashayikh of the Nakshibendi way, the inheritors of the prophetic secret. May peace and blessings be upon the Ottoman Sultans, the guardians of the Shariat, the protectors of Islam, the Ghazis who upheld the honor of Rasulullah ﷺ for more than 800 years. May Allah love those who love them. May Allah curse those who curse them. Ameen. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun, O believers, give thanks and shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He let us be from the ummah of His Habib, of His beloved, of His only beloved, Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. There is no greater gift that we can receive from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To be an ummati of Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam is an honor that even the other prophets, they were looking for. SahibulSaif, Shaykh Abdulkerim al-Kibrisi Rabbani Qadazasir is saying, Allah is not sending Holy Prophet to one nation, to one handful of Arabs. No, He is sending him to the whole mankind, and also other creatures, other jinns and all. He is the prophet of everything. He is the prophet of the prophets. When all other prophets were coming, order was being given to him. Order was given to them. If Muhammad ﷺ is coming in your time, know that the prophethood that we are giving to you is void, is cancelled. You must follow that one. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knew when He is going to send that prophet. He is showing a sign to us, saying to us that all those prophets accepted the Holy Prophet ﷺ. He did not come in their time, but they accepted him. The majority of those prophets asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, saying, Ya Rabi, do not make us prophets. Make us one from the nation of that prophet, one of the followers of that prophet ﷺ. And Allah refused, saying to them, what I give to you, my happiness is in you, in that. What I give to the nation of Muhammad ﷺ, it is a blessing to them. It is a sad thing for those people from the east, west, north, and south. All this mankind, that title is given to them, and they are just leaving that title and running after this empty world. And in the end, you're going to find emptiness, nothing else. Your hands are going to be empty. And the friend of Allah speak the truth. Sultan al-Awliya, Shaykh Maulana Nazim, is speaking about the honor we have been granted, saying how great, what a blessing for us, what a glory that Allah made us among the ummah of the Prophet. He made us believe, and we have faith. We have had faith in the beloved of Allah. Likewise, Rabbul Izzat, the Almighty loves him. We also love. Love. Love the one whom Allah has loved. Get rid of the one He has not loved from your hearts. He alayhi salatu wasalam is the pride of the universes. Fakhr kainat. Alhamdulillah. The one in whom the universe takes pride, for whose honor it is created, is loved and made beloved, the beloved of Allah. We became His ummat, His community. What an honor. Do not seek another honor. Do not seek another honor. The world is rubbish. Do not seek for it. Do not ask for it. What we seek is to see the glorious face of the beloved. When He calls, O my ummati, O my ummati, let us be among them. Try to be among the ummat of the beloved. If you ask for honor, be among the ummah of the Prophet so that you can find this honor. Find the honor. What kind of honor? Nobody can describe or express that honor. O our Lord, give us strength. Dress us in the majesty of those who serve the Prophet. Let us open. Let us open. The one who loves you does not die. O my beloved, Allah, Allah, how beautiful. O Prophet, O glorious Prophet, universes sacrifice themselves just to your name. Not to you, just to your name. Can the friend of Allah speak the truth? Understand that the friends of Allah, the awliya Allah, they are the ones who are in the sohbat of the Prophet. They are the ones who have been accepted by him. What are Shaykh Maulana and Shaykh Effendi both saying? To love the Holy Prophet ﷺ, take all other loves out of your heart. To love the Holy Prophet ﷺ, take the love of dunya out of your heart. To love the Holy Prophet ﷺ, be in his service. The love of Holy Prophet ﷺ, it is so great, it is so majestic that it does not allow any other love to be its partner. La sharika la. The love of Holy Prophet ﷺ must be greater. It must be victorious over any other love inside our hearts. That is why Rasulullah ﷺ said, none of you have faith until I am more beloved to him than his children, his father, and all of the people. Because it is only with the love of the Prophet that we can reach to the love of Allah. There is no other door. O believers, our religion is Islam. We are not following a religion that has praisings and empty words and nice sayings that people read in books and they don't put into their lives. Islam is a religion that came to be lived. It is a living religion. It is a living prophet. It is a living book. Islam is a reality that must show itself in how we live our lives, and for 1400 years it had shown until the time came when the Khilafat has to be veiled. Because the Ummah did not want to live that reality anymore. The leaders of that Ummah did not want to live that reality anymore. The leaders of that Ummah started to seek honor, not from Islam, but from unbelievers and from this world. The love of the Holy Prophet ﷺ is not something that we play games with. It is something. It is everything. It is everything because people gave their lives for that love. From that day that he first came to the day that he is veiled from this world until Judgment Day. People came and they changed their lives. And they made service. And they worked on their nafs until the Holy Prophet is more beloved to them than their children, than their fathers, more than anyone else. And when they fell in love with the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the light of the Prophet reached everywhere in this world. And this world became a paradise then. It may look, in our Akhir Zaman eyes, that they had nothing, but they had everything, because they had the love of the Prophet ﷺ. For 1400 years, we preserve their names in letters of gold so that we can remember them and learn from their examples. They are, as the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, like stars. Whichever of them you follow, you will be rightly guided. May Allah's peace and blessings be upon the Sahaba Kiram. Their example is an inheritance that has been left for us from the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And if we don't love the Sahaba Kiram, if we don't love all of the Sahaba Kiram, if we pick and choose and we take sides, we fall out from the love of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. It is impossible to reach to his love. SahibulSaif is saying, Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying through the Sahaba Kiram what he has left to us. He's saying, I'm leaving you the book of Allah and the sunnah of the Rasulullah, the teachings of the lifestyle and everything the Prophet did. I'm leaving to you the Sahaba Kiram. Understand the Sahaba Kiram? They are a trust. They're an amanat. The Sahabis are the ones who know the sunnah. They watched and they witnessed how Prophet was living. The Sahabis, they reached to that maqam of loving the Holy Prophet ﷺ more than anything else, because they destroyed their lives and their universes for him. And what they find in its place is Allah and the Prophet. One Sahabi like that is Hazrat Julaybib radiallahu an. In the Jahil society of that time, they rejected him. They gave him that name Julaybib, which means short or ugly or a dwarf. He had no parents, no resources, nothing. But he was a Sahabi. He was a companion of Rasulullah ﷺ. He was from the Ansar. The Holy Prophet ﷺ arranged his marriage to one of the best women in Medina. And just after he got married, Hazrat Holy Prophet ﷺ, he went to an expedition. Hazrat Julaybib started getting ready to ride out to the battlefield, right after his wedding day. But Hazrat Julaybib's father-in-law said to him, Ya Julaybib, this is not just a small expedition, is not the war, is not a farz for you to go, it is farzu kifaya. Which means if one person from the ummah, from the community does it, then everyone else doesn't have to do it. He said, you just got married and this expedition is just voluntary, so stay here and spend some time with your wife. Hazrat Julaybib said, oh my father, what strange words you are speaking. My beloved Rasulullah is in the battlefield, facing the enemies of Islam, and you want me to sit comfortable in the house with my wife? No, I will not. It is impossible. I will sacrifice my blood and my soul rather than see my Prophet face difficulty while I sit at home in comfort. And he went. And he got the title of Shaheed in that battlefield. When the battle was over, Holy Prophet ﷺ asked people, did you lose anybody? And the ones who had lost friends or family members, they gave the names. And the Holy Prophet kept asking, until finally he said, but I have lost Julaybib, because none of the other ones remembered him. He said, I have lost my Julaybib. Look for him in the battlefield. They found him in the Maidan, a Shaheed. The Holy Prophet ﷺ looked at him. That Hazrat Julaybib, that his whole life had been rejected by all of society, and said, This man is of me, and I am of him. This man is of me, and I am of him. This man is of me, and I am of him. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said that 3 times. And he dug the grave himself, and he buried Hazrat Julaybib himself. May Allah be pleased with him. It was not talk for them, and it was real. They were not looking for paradise. They were looking for the love of the Prophet. And love has its own shariat, and love has its own tariqat. That sacrifice became a farce for him. That his father-in-law says, to go to that expedition, it is farz kifaya. But for him, he says, to give my life for that one, it is a farzu ayn. I have to do it. They serve in every way. And they serve the ones who are the inheritors of the Holy Prophet. Yes, Holy Prophet ﷺ had inheritors. As SahibulSaif is saying, Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying to us, I'm leaving you 2 things, the Book of Allah and the Ahlul Bayt. Anywhere they are, anytime they are, if you hold on to them, you will find safety. So from that time until now, and until Judgment Day, there are always going to be people from among us, from Ahlul Bayt. Who are the Ahlul Bayt? There are different types of Ahlul Bayt. Some people who are Ahlul Bayt are those that are reaching through the bloodline to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. But there is also, Prophet is saying, those people that has a taqwa and they are keeping in Siratul Mustaqim, in the way of Allah and His Prophet, trying to give guidance to all my nation, and they are keeping on Siratul Mustaqim, they are also from my Ahlul Bayt. They are from my family. I am accepting those who have taqwa. Just like Hazrat Julaybib, that the whole people are rejecting him, but the beloved of Allah is saying, he is part of him. We are trying to be believers, we are trying to be murids. We believe that our Shaykh, that this way is following the way of the Sahaba Kiram and is serving the Ahlul Bayt, as he himself is from the Ahlul Bayt. We have a Shaykh. We must put these lessons in our heart and look at our lives. Our Shaykh is saying we must run top speed. Any opportunity that is coming to us to do service, we must look, saying, this is a test to me from my Lord. This is a test to me from my Shaykh. This is a test to me from my Prophet. And we should not say, what is it in it for me? We should say, what is in it for mankind? What is in it for other people? When we do that, then slowly we are changing the wrong attitude that we have, and that wrong attitude is turning to a good one. If we are following that Prophet ﷺ. That Prophet ﷺ came. He came for our own safety. He never looked for anything for himself. He never ran after anything for himself. He always ran after the mankind, trying to take them out from that mess. They did all kinds of harms to him. He didn't give up. He went back to them. That is the characteristic of all prophets, and the characteristic of those called Sayyids. Sayyids are those ones, whatever is done to them, they forget easily. They give up easily. And they run for them again for their safety. That is the real meaning of Sayyid. So there are 2 kinds of Sayyids. One is coming from the lineage of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and the second Sayyid is like that. And the Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, those ones, they are more close to me. This, what Shaykh Effendi is saying, is the attitude of the believers. And when we lost that attitude, we will lose our honor. The believer, the Sayyid, is the one who is doing service to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and he does service for the Ummah. He does service for those who even harm him. And he never says, what is in it for me? He says, how will Allah be pleased with this? How will my Prophet be pleased with this? What is in it for other people? Meaning, what is in it for the Ummah? Today's people, they say that to even think like this makes you to be a simple and a stupid person. Today's people first thought is how they benefit from anything that they do. If they see a person working for others, working to help a community, working to heal hearts, they think that person is somehow weak or stupid or manipulated or following a cult. Believers for 1400 years, they did not live for themselves. They lived for others. Believers for 1400 years considered it a dishonor and a shame to live for themselves. They share. Whatever that is good that they have, they share. Even if it is a smile, they share. Yes, those advices of Hazrati Maulana Rumi, they took it seriously and they put it in their lives. They may not read too much. They may not go to school too much. They may not go to madrasas too much. They may not even learn the Quran so much, but they have the spirit of the Prophet in them. Listen to what Maulana Rumi said. In generosity and helping other people, be like a river. In compassion and doing favors, be like the sun. In hiding other people's mistakes, be like the night. In anger and fury, be like a dead person. In modesty and humility, be like the earth. In tolerance, be like the sea. Either appear as you are, or be as you appear. When believers live like that, then yes, they live like Sayyids. The example is not far from us. Our Ottoman Ajdad are not far from us. That the sultans made an empire founded on saying, what is in it for mankind? What is in it for the ummah? What is in it for the people? Just look at the society that they built. Yes, the sultans were building masjids and soup kitchens and madrasas and orphanages and hospitals and places for elderly people. They were thinking of everything. More than that, the sultans were bringing down the systems of tyranny. They were bringing down the systems of greed. They were bringing down the systems of cruelty. And they were saving and protecting peoples, Muslims and non-Muslims, hundreds of kingdoms, from that kind of lies that this world is subjecting to us right now. Not only they were doing all of that, their own wives and their mothers were dedicating their entire lives, all their wealth, to giving that wealth away for the honor of helping the ummah. And not just that, but the poorest, humblest people who were living the most simple lifestyle, they were running in secret to help others. Simple things, buying bread for their neighbors and leaving it at the bakery for them to pick up. Bringing soup and serving it on Mawlid or on holy nights, paying someone's debt at the end of Ramadan. It looks small, but it's very big because it heals broken hearts. And Allah is saying, the universe cannot contain me. To the angels He said, but if you want to find me, look into the heart of a believer. You will find me there. They were not a people who could not, they were a people that could not sit comfortably, having something when they knew the people around them, they didn't have it. And the Ottoman sultans, they knew that they had the beauty of Islam and the love of the Prophet. They didn't want to keep it to themselves, they wanted to share it with the whole world. We learned this from seeing our Shaykh, SahibulSaif. In Ahlul Bayt, a Sayyid and an Ottoman. He showed us that spirit of loving the Holy Prophet ﷺ more than anything. He showed us that spirit of being Karim because he was Abdulkerim. He showed us through his life what is it to live every breath, saying, what's in it for the ummah? What is in it for the people? He didn't keep dunya for himself. He didn't keep akhirat for himself. He gave everything for the love of the Prophet. This is our role model. We are trying to live like this. His life, it is a lesson to us. He's saying, I have only one love. All other ones are fake. It's coming and going. It's going to come and it's going to go. There's only one love. You are supposed to be having the same, only one love. And that love has to be your Prophet. All others are fake. You are a servant. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us to be a servant. If you're keeping servanthood, you will be winning and holy ones. They are saying, the servants, they are better than the sultans in the divine presence. In the presence of our Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are better than any great king. That's how Allah treats you. If you submit yourself and you become a servant. And the only way to become a servant, the kind of servant that Allah wants, not the servant that you think you are. To become the servant that Allah wants is to follow the footsteps of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the servant of Allah who has been sent to teach us everything. If we are doing it, then we become a servant that Allah wants. If you become the servant that Allah wants, you become beloved one to Allah. You become beloved one to the Prophet ﷺ. Beloved one to his beloved servants. You will become beloved to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. You will love him and he will love you. Yes. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say to his angels, this one I love, you must love too. And all angels they love. All the good ones they love. Then prepare yourself. If you are living in dunya that time, you are going to have attacks from so many people that time. You can have the best one, doesn't matter. They are going to slander and they are going to cheat and they're going to lie on you. Don't change. Keep it in Siratul Mustaqim, because that is a test. All shaitans and those that they are supporting shaitans, the workers of shaitans, soon as something doesn't fit to them, they're going to turn against to you that time. You are not supposed to be giving up that time because you lose everything. These are the words of Allah's friends, of the one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in our destiny as our Shaykh. These words, they are the greatest treasure for us in dunya and akhirat. O believers, take it and put it in your lives. Inshallah, that time we will become useful to our Shaykh, and we know that our Shaykh loves those that run to do hizmat for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the sake of this holy month, and for the sake of those servants who lived and died for the sake of Allah and His Rasul. Listen to the words of Sultan Ahmed III, who is saying to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, Ya Rasulullah, I am a moth to your candle, let me burn. Let my thirst be quenched from the drink of your face. Ghaflat, mistakes and wrongdoings have surrounded me. Break their chains upon me so I wake up to myself. Your face is the mirror to the light of Allah. For ages I have become mad in the love of this face, Ya Rasulullah. Ya Rasulullah, how long have I wandered from the lutuf of your doorstep? Please let me come back to the field of your favors. Even a stern look from you would be enough to bring joy and freedom for Najib. Place your lutuf and your favor upon me. Otherwise, I'm ruined. Ya Rasulullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah al-azim al-azim. La ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilayh. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد لله شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين سبحان قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح سبحان قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة سبحان قدوس ربنا رب إن دين الله الإسلام قام الصلاة